Hey everyone, happy college football. Welcome to Porcelain Picks. I'm your host, Andrew Fabian. Bright and early, Saturday morning, it's college football day. Week 9 action upon us. We have Porcelain Picks. Look to get right this week and back to delivering you the locks you need as you scroll atop the porcelain throne. Last week was our worst week of the season. 6-11. We are licking our wounds today. Brings us to 73 and 76 overall on the 2025 season. So this is our time to get back on track for you. Back on track we will. We're going to get back to basics as well. Just one pick from Joey Mack. The rest is going to be my slate. We're going to give Dixon a week off. We may have another BTC challenge coming up next week. A little foreshadowing, maybe with that Penn State-Ohio State game. Penn State, a much-needed bye week this week. But I'll stop digressing. We'll dive into the action. We've got some winners to predict. I've got 14 picks. We're keeping it short, high and tight. Action ready for you starting at noon. Let's go with the ACC. The front runner at this point, Georgia Tech, plays host to Syracuse. 16.5-point favorites are the Yellow Jackets, hosting a Syracuse team that's lost a ton of steam on offense. When Steve Angeli went down with that injury earlier this season, Syracuse buoyed themselves a bit, but this team has been sluggish. Georgia Tech, meanwhile, they're at the top of the ACC standings. Haynes King continues to get it done and will this team to victory. Jamal Haynes picking it up from the running back position. I've been high on these guys. And just the ability of Haynes King to just will this team to win. I think Georgia Tech wins this game by 20 plus. It's never in question. Take the Yellow Jackets. Minus 16.5. Start your day off right. Headed in to the 3 p.m. slate. We'll stick around with noon, though. Kansas State at Kansas. Kansas State coming off that big win hosting TCU. A monster win for this program to get back on track. Reminder, they're still without their starting tailback, one of the best running backs in college football, and Dylan Edwards. Can they get it done on the ground against the Kansas Jayhawks? On the Kansas side, they're coming off a much-needed bye week. It's Jalen Daniels and crew get healthy, licking their wounds following that massive defeat at the hands of Texas Tech. So can the Jayhawks get back on track? They're 3-point favorites at home. I like Kansas to cover this spread. I think it's a close game throughout. Kansas ends up winning by a touchdown. Take the Jayhawks -3, lock it, flush it. All right, UCLA, the darlings of the Big Ten, perhaps the darlings of college football over the last 3 to 4 weeks. They're playing at Indiana. Indiana, number 2 in the country, 25.5-point favorites in this game. Nico and UCLA have this team in a great spot. Even Kurt Cignetti is noticing that. He called them a 3-0 football team. After starting out 0-4, disgraceful program, one of the worst teams in college football to start the year. UCLA has gone 3-0 with that nice win at hosting Penn State, which really was the demise of Penn State this year. So can UCLA keep this honeymoon phase going as they head to Indiana? Indiana with Fernando Mendoza, that Elijah Surratt connection. He's one of the best wide receivers in college football. Trust me, this guy's a first-round pick next year. Indiana, can they maintain the momentum they've built following that huge win over Oregon? I think they do. I think Indiana wins this game by 31 points. Take the Hoosiers -25.5, lock it, flush it. I think UCLA runs out of a little bit of steam after a great run here. We'll get them back on track, though, in future weeks. All right, let's go to the SEC. The first battle I'm picking today, you got Ole Miss at Oklahoma. Oklahoma, 5.5-point favorite. John Mateer is back, but is he at 100%? That's been the question. On the Ole Miss side, Lane Kiffin. Was he distracted a little bit by this Florida vacancy? All this chatter around him potentially taking the spot with the Gators. He held a meeting. We don't know what he said in that meeting, but he held a meeting with his team to address those rumors. And we think it was to talk a little bit about how that really shines a light on the program and how much progress they've made overall. So selfless for Lane Kiffin. This guy's turning some corners in that regard. So Oklahoma with John Mateer. They got that Brent Venables defense. They're going to be able to lock down Ole Miss. I think this is a 27-21 Oklahoma victory. Oklahoma -5.5 is a lock. Flush that down the toilet. All right. I also like the under. Here, that 27-21 prediction. That would put us at 48. Over-unders 52.5. Take the under in this game. I think Oklahoma's defense is going to be able to keep Ole Miss in check. Lock it, flush it. Stick around in the SEC. We got Auburn at Arkansas. Arkansas, a 2.5-point favorite. I think they are the much better team in this game. This is one of my best bets of the week. Taylon Green, the Arkansas quarterback. This guy is legit. After getting crushed, absolutely manhandled by Notre Dame, Arkansas is able to bounce back against two SEC foes. 3-point losses to Tennessee and Texas A&M. Texas A&M is a top 5 team in the country. They're going to make quick work of Auburn here. Jackson Arnold is terrible this season. Auburn is not good. Hugh Freeze is on the hot seat. It'll get a little hotter after this game. Arkansas -2.5. Lock it, flush it. All right, Joey Mack, the Maction lock of the week. He's got one pick this week. Hop all over this one. Joey says, fade Akron again. They're at Buffalo. Buffalo's 9.5-point favorite. Buffalo with a little bit of a disappointing year this year so far, but they're 3-0 in MAC play. Akron, they've got a really terrible run defense. They proved that losing to Ball State last week. That was Joey Mack's money line lock of the week with Ball State. Akron lost by 2 touchdowns against a bad Ball State team. Take Buffalo. Feel confident about it. Joey Mack says so. 9.5. Lock it. Flush it. All right, the 3:30 slate, you got BYU +2.5, fresh off that Holy War victory against Utah. They travel to Iowa State. Again, 2.5-point dog. BYU is. They are undefeated. They beat Utah. They are a force to be reckoned with here. Iowa State's been up and down. What Rocco Beck are they going to get in this game? What running game are they going to get in this game? I think BYU's defense is going to be able to lock down. The Cyclones take BYU +2.5. They get the job done. They're going to win this game. You know what? Switch it. Money line. BYU stays undefeated. We'll take the plus money. We're going to lock that and flush it. All right. Missouri at Vanderbilt. Back to the SEC. You got two really gamer-type quarterbacks in Bo Pribula for Missouri and the darling Diego Pavia for Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt, 2.5-point favorite in this game. Pavia is a winner. This guy wills this team to win, much like I talked about Haynes King. He didn't get the job done against Alabama, but Bama's one of the hottest teams in the country right now. He did get back on track, though, against an LSU defense. I alluded to that last week. I took Vanderbilt to cover in that game. That was one of the 6 we got correct last week. But I did say LSU's much improved on defense, and the rangy defense was going to make things difficult for Pavia. Pavia still was able to produce, get creative, got the job done. I think they do that against Missouri. Bo Pribula, while he's been great this year, the last 2 weeks he's put up way too many interceptions. I like Vanderbilt's defense as well to be able to lock down Missouri. Take Vandy, -2.5, lock it and flush it. All right. One of the biggest matchups, one of the best trophies in all of college football. Minnesota at Iowa. You got the Floyd of Rosedale Trophy. Iowa comes in winning 9 out of the last 10 of the Floyd of Rosedale Trophy. They're 8.5-point favorites. They'll likely get it done again today. I do like the Hawkeyes. These guys got it done versus Penn State last week. They only lost to Indiana by 5 points. They kept it closer than Oregon did against the Hoosiers. I think Iowa is a decent team this year. Their offense isn't going to open too many eyes, but they keep it close when it matters. I think they're going to win by over 2 touchdowns against Minnesota today, retain that trophy, and lock it and flush it for the Porcelain Boys. All right, we're going to go Baylor versus Cincinnati. This is a game to watch. If you're around middle of the day, you got the over 67.5. Just put some money on that. Have some fun with this game. You got Sawyer Robinson, excellent quarterback on the Baylor side. They put up some numbers. On Cincinnati's side, Brendan Sorsby. This guy's fun to watch. He can run it. He can sling it around. These teams both put up a lot of points. Baylor's defense, not very good this year. You saw they gave up about 1 million points to Auburn early on in the season, week 1, to Jackson Arnold, who is terrible. Take the over. Have fun. Have yourself a day. 67.5. Lock it and flush it. All right, a Texas team at Mississippi State. Mississippi State, 7.5-point dogs. Texas, man, I'm low on them this year. They've been disappointing. Everyone sees it. Everyone knows it. They've had a couple signature wins. They beat Oklahoma, like Oklahoma didn't even show up to play. But I just think Texas is a crappy team, man. They needed overtime last week to beat Kentucky. I think they could drop this one. I think Mississippi State could win this game at home. They have a close loss in overtime to Tennessee this year. They're looking for their signature win on the season. I don't think they eke one out against Texas. I think they could, but not confident enough to take this big money line play. I'll take the points. Mississippi State plus 7.5. Texas wins by 4. Lock it, flush it. Move on. SEC, Texas A&M at LSU. A&M, one of the best teams in all of college football right now on the season. LSU coming off that defeat to Vanderbilt. Tough loss. Can this team bounce back? The defense was a little bit exposed, albeit with a gamer quarterback like Diego Pavia. Marcel Reed is a similar type player, not quite the gamer, not quite the guy who's going to extend every single play like Pavia is, but I think this guy's a great player. He's got better weapons on the outside too. Mario Craver, KC Conception. I talk about these guys weekly. They continue to put up massive numbers for the A&M offense. I also think A&M's defense is really coming around. LSU's offense stinks. Take Texas A&M. They've struggled historically. They've never won at LSU. This game's a night game. They've never won at LSU as members of the SEC. But this is a night game. I think they get it done. Minus 2.5. They stay undefeated, control their own destiny with the SEC championship and thus the college football playoff. Take them, lock it, flush it, move on with your night. The last game we'll pick, we got Michigan at Michigan State, the battle for Michigan. Spartans plus 14.5 in this game. They've got Aiden Childs. Guy I think has peaked. I think he's just a mediocre quarterback, but this will be their Super Bowl. They're coming in looking for victory here. It's all they have to play for the rest of the season. Not technically, but they're not going to make the college football playoff. This is their Super Bowl. Michigan bounced back after that crushing defeat against USC a couple weeks back. They got the running game back on track last week, opened it up for Underwood. Underwood was really efficient, 21-27 passing, his best passer rating of the year. They need another game like that. I think Michigan's going to get it. I think they're going to win this game, but I do think 14.5 points in a rivalry game at night at Sparty is too many points. Take Michigan State. They're going to lose by 8 points to 10 points. Lock it and flush it at plus 14.5. All right, that's 14 picks for you. I guarantee we are in the green this week, including a Joey Mack winner. We at Porcelain Picks are here to deliver the locks you need as you scroll atop the porcelain throne. We'll get back to that this week. Happy college football, everyone. Make sure you subscribe. For Joey Mack, I'm Andrew Fabian. Have yourself a day.